Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. Empaths. Just wanna come. I was just reading some. Matter of fact, watching a video, looking at stones that's good for empath, but it wasn't really my point. My point was thinking about delivering it to y'all how much of a empath that I am. Like I know some of my friends, which this is just a video to everybody, you know what I'm saying? But just to everybody about myself, but I am an empath. And an empath is sensitive to all the vibrations around them, you know what I'm saying? So we pick up basically if you sad, it damn near make me sad, you know what I'm saying? If you feeling awkward, then I feel awkward, you know what I'm saying? If there's an elephant in the room, then it may not be fucking with, other people, excuse my diction, it may not be messing with other people, but it'll throw me completely off, you know what I'm saying? Which, that's why I have that truthful vibe of like exposing the elephant in the room, like, all right, this is what's making y'all uncomfortable, y'all making me super uncomfortable, so I'm about to put it out on the table so y'all can take care of it, which I don't do that all the time. In some cases, it's just too much to even deal with, but if I can, man, I'm gonna be like, all right, y'all, look, this is the problem. We need to change this vibration right quick. But, as an empath and as a Capricorn, I'm an introvert. Like I stay into basically just working on myself, working on my craft, you know what I'm saying? Capricorns are real, work oriented. We perfectionists, you know what I'm saying? We're always trying to perfect our craft and, work on things. And with that aspect and the aspect of being an empath, it just really makes me a person that's very, introvert, you know what I'm saying? Where I just kind of stay to myself and I don't really vibe around a lot of people or big crowds, all the time. And it doesn't mean like I just have to stay in a house all the time, but I do have to, watch my energy and who I'm around and, and where I'm going. Cause like I say, I go somewhere, and sitting down and say, for instance, like I say, somebody just always being negative or whatever, that vibration will kick into me. And matter of fact, if I'm not watching it or if I don't have no black kyanite or no tourmaline or something to protect me from that negativity, that'll get in my aura, and then I'm wondering why I'm feeling like, oh, if somebody would step on my shoe, I'll slap the shot. That thought will pop into my head, and I'm like, Corey, why are you even thinking of violence at this point? Ain't nothing going on. I'm probably walking down the street and a thought like that pop into my head after I just been around somebody being negative, So if people, please understand, if you wonder why, like, oh man, I ain't seen Corey in a minute, or, is he running away from me, or is he, I can't get in touch with him, this and that. Man, I'm just an empath that's protective over my energy. And nobody's gonna protect my energy but me. And as an empath, you gotta know and understand that, your energy is very important. And it doesn't make you a selfish person to make sure that you're not dying inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing is selfish about that at all, Matter of fact, it's kind of funny with that term of being selfish with yourself and your own actions. Which, I mean, to a certain extent, there's, where some people just, oh, me. But, just in the essence of making sure you take care of yourself so you could take care of other people, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, as an empath, I'm real sensitive. I watch where I go. I watch, like, the company who comes to my house, man. I sometimes I feel like I'm being too, like, man, like scanning people too much, but then again it's like, nah, because their energies really, affect my aura, And matter of fact, as a person with a big aura, you know what I'm saying, I have to have extra psychic protection against, negativity and things of that nature, because my aura expands and I have people in my aura that I may not visually see, you know what I'm saying? So even though I'm sitting right here, you know what I'm saying, matter of fact, in Highland Coffee, I may be feeling somebody vibe from way about Chipotle, you know what I'm saying? If you're familiar with this area, or, just 4 or 5 blocks down because of my aura so big, So that's another thing too, as an empath and having a big aura, I pick up on a lot of energies, and I'm sensitive to it. And what else make it awkward as an empath is when you know what somebody's feeling, or you know what's on their mind, and they're lying, or being dishonest about it, or acting like it's not happening, so you can't discuss it with that person too. So it just makes for a super awkward situation. So I just try my best to just keep myself out of those situations. So it's never nothing about anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I could hang around, if I'm prepared, or I could be around somebody, talking negative stuff and this and that, to a certain extent. But like, say for instance, especially with my house, like cause that's my domain, you know what I'm saying? I'll go to your house and chill with somebody that's negative or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I could probably walk up and leave, or or that energy not in my where I sleep at, you know what I'm saying? But as far as my crib and with my crystals and my altar and all these things, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I'm having the righteous, positive energies, coming in the crib. Because like I say, man, as an empath, man, you just feel everything. Like from the minute thought, or from the smallest of uncountable energy, within somebody, I could sense it, you know what I'm saying? And another thing that's hard as an empath is knowing that people have these vibrations, giving off these vibrations. And in some cases, because it's also like being an empath is a form of like having a psychic ability, or like, one of many clair abilities, like clairvoyance, claircognizance. But, being an empath is like being psychic. And another thing with it is like when somebody giving off a vibration where it's like, man, I want to point it out, but they're not going to be honest about it. So that's another thing that makes it uncomfortable, because you want to be like, well, what's bothering, or I could sense that this is bothering you. But if you bring it up, they're like, oh, well, nah, that ain't. And so you don't get nowhere, and it's just like, why even, bother sometimes. But, that's just my experience as an empath, and I'm just sharing with y'all, how I feel and why I move the way I move, Because like I say, nobody could take care of yourself as an empath. Nobody could take care of you but you, and your vibe attracts your tribe. So, I'm constantly, trying to make sure which, like I say, well, your vibe attracts your tribe, so you're going to attract people that's on the same vibration. But at the same time, because I'm a person too, I'm also a social person, a person that's trying to reach out to people. So in some cases, I have to go out there and reach to people that may be in lower vibrations or not close to me. And when I say lower, that's not no level where somebody on the high vibration is above you or somebody on lower. We all on the same playing field, all levels of life. We all one, you know what I'm saying? But there's just different vibrations to stuff. You got negative vibrations, positive vibrations. You got people that's ascending, people that's not awoke. But it's still all even. We're all one. There's no. It's just different levels of consciousness that people get to, but that doesn't mean that person is higher or better than you. But that's all basically all I got. But just want to, run that down to y'all, man. Because I know me, myself, personally, especially for the last month, at least the last month or so, man, I really been just staying to myself, like, and I don't know, with all this things happening in the atmosphere, the energy, the vibration is raising and things are changing, you know what I'm saying? Because, matter of fact, it feel like I'm becoming more and more of an empath every day. That's why it's like, I just stay more and more to myself, and I move around by myself so much, because I just can't have that uncomfortable energy, man. And it throws me off because I'm trying to pursue my YouTube channel and this and that. So if I'm around somebody that's bringing up negative stuff, or like they negative about their accomplishments, that'll kind of trickle into my mind frame, and I'm like, I'll start doubting myself with my YouTube channel and with my jewelry and with things of that nature. So it's like, I gotta watch who I be around, because I can't have nobody throwing pity parties around me, because that vibration, pity parties for themselves around me, because that vibration will trickle off onto me, and then now I'm being negative and pessimistic, and I'm already a Capricorn, and we already we tend to be pessimistic even when things are going good. So picture that, with that already being said, man, I gotta try my best to stay around positive vibes and make sure I'm monitoring the vibrations that I have around me as an empath, But This is a very important thing to know, if you are an empath, and just sharing my own story about it, what I deal with. But just be, protect your vibration, because I mean, somebody, you can't have the martyr syndrome, just giving yourself, no matter how you're jeopardizing your body, you just, all your energy, you just always giving yourself to the situation. And I learned that, oh yeah, it's good to be positive. I have a big heart, I want to help everybody, but at the same time, I'm not going to help at the expense of laying down and letting you step on my back, being that bridge for you to walk across and letting you step and break my back to get across, you know what I'm saying? Like, metaphorically speaking, but, cause then once you walk across my back, I let the few people walk across my back, how I'm gonna help the next person when I'm paralyzed, So that's just, something to think about, if you're an empath or somebody that's an empath, be a little bit easy on them and don't think that they're trying to avoid you or that they're, being, oh man, they being up. As a matter of fact, and two, if somebody would think that of me, they would probably no longer, be my, somebody I would associate with. If they'd be like, oh man, Kyrie, he must be up there, he must don't want to be a, if you have too much of that vibration and you can't understand what I'm going through, and what I am, and, what's the situation with my vibration, and maybe I don't even need to, kick it with y'all, even be associate of you, you know what I'm saying? But double pieces and love, to all my empaths, take heed of the, the situation, and just watch the energies around you, just be careful, man, because they got people out there that's trying to psychic attack you on purpose. They got people that's draining your energy without even knowing. So, you got all aspects of it. And like I said, and also having a big aura, you know what I'm saying? You can feel every aspect, all around you, you know what I'm saying? So it's always good to stay blessed up with some tourmaline and things of this nature. But happy now. Now is to vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. Peace. Unconditional love to all, baby. Oh, and on the last point. Oh no, never mind. No last point. Peace. See, my videos random like that. So I'm about to hit y'all with a little extra something, but then I thought about it. I'm like, nah, I'll save it for another video. Peace and love, y'all. Y'all show love and be the change that you want to see, man. Matter of fact, yes, be the change you want to see, and now is to vibrate. Peace.